One question I get asked all the time is, how do I know which strumming pattern to use when I'm playing a particular song? And my answer is always, I listen to the bass and the drums. The bass and the drums are the foundation of whatever song you're doing, and so the groove, the feel of the song comes from them, and everyone else should be responding to what they're doing. Uh, if it's just you on acoustic guitar and there's no bass and drums, you can get away with doing whatever you want. You can make the song have whatever feel because you're not having to match up with anybody else. But when you got the bass and drums in there, you need to match up with what they're doing. So I don't have a drum set in front of me, so I'm going to kind of demonstrate a couple different beats that you might run into. I'll just do it on the guitar here, and then what strumming pattern I would do. So a really popular groove right now that you hear is called, some people call it 4 on the floor, and these other grooves don't really have names, but I've heard this one called 4 on the floor, and it's real straightforward. Your accents are right on the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And you would have your bass player would be playing eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Just really straightforward, really solid feel. So if I heard that groove on my guitar, I would do something that sounds like that. I would play. So I'm trying to simulate what the drums are doing. The kick drum is playing on every beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. The snare is hitting on 2 and 4, so I'm trying to accent where the snare would hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 and 4 are a little bit louder. Another groove that you might run into would be something more like. And you would run into that and stuff more like 10 years ago, like 90s, early 2000s. You hear songs that have that kind of groove. So for something like that, my strumming pattern is going to accent where those accents are. And that accent's on 1 and the upbeat of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So when I play, I'm going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. So that kind of meshes in with what the drums are doing there. You might have a different time signature, like you might have a song that's in 6/8 time, which means the measures have 6 beats in them instead of just 4. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So your drums might be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. So my strumming pattern would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And you can even hit the low strings to simulate the kick drum and do an accent with more high strings to simulate the snare. 1 and 2. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Again, if you're by yourself, you can create whatever groove you want for the song. But really just listen to the kick and the snare and the bass player, and they're going to tell you, through their playing, they're going to tell you what you need to play on the acoustic guitar.